This is the best local sports show with sports director Blake Arthur.
The state of high school sports in our state, that'd be California, is ever changing, mostly going the wrong direction for the better part of a year. But now we're going in the right direction. We saw our first local live sporting event 2 weeks ago, cross-country meet between Shadow Hills and Indio. This afternoon, another cross-country meet, adding to the optimism that other sports may be allowed to return soon as well. News Channel 3's Taylor Begley is live now at Xavier Prep in Palm Desert with more on today's competition and hopefully more competition in the future. Taylor?
Yeah, Blake, as you mentioned, only the second sports competition for our local high schools since coronavirus shut everything down almost a year ago. We're almost in March at that year mark. And yes, there was a cross-country meet here. It was a big week for Xavier Prep. They went back to on-campus learning as well as out on the field for cross country. So they welcomed La Quinta High School here for a competition. And the two winners, each school had a winner. It was their first time back on out running, but Ryan Reyes and Molly May came up and they won the day.
I think I just appreciate it more knowing that we can't take it for granted. When it kept getting pushed back over and over, I was like, wow, like maybe it won't happen. But now that it's here, I think I just appreciate it a lot more.
It's super fun. We haven't had a competition like this in like a year, so it was kind of nice that me and the boys got out here.
Now, Blake, as you mentioned, there is the hope that there's going to be a lot more of these competitions in the coming weeks and months. As you can see behind me, Xavier Prep football is practicing, and they're hoping that they're going to be able to be back to a season next week. We have to wait for those updated case numbers. Those numbers come out on Tuesday, and if we reach 14 cases per 100,000 people, that means that, yes, football could be happening in March. Now, I talked to head coach James Dockery today, and I asked him about his experience. What did high school football mean to him? He obviously had a great football career, but what did this right here, high school football, mean to him? And I loved what he had to say.
Just being able to play with the guys that you went to grade school with or middle school with, and to be able to play the cross-town rival of some of those guys you went to school with, and wearing your varsity jacket. To me, that's the American story of the varsity jacket, going to school, the academics with the sports. That's just I love that stuff. So I'm just so excited that they get to continue to experience what we all know to be some of the best times of our lives in high school.
And yes, if football does get approved to start next week, it is going to be a quick turnaround before they start playing. But the coaches that I talked to today, the athletic directors, they just want to do it for these kids. Whatever it takes, they're going to make it happen because there is nothing like being out here and playing for your high school, Blake.
Yeah, Taylor, thank you so much, and especially for those seniors who have had to wait so long. All we can do is hope and wait and do our part. So we'll keep you posted on this as it develops. Guys?